Let's go through the first play-in game. Brooklyn should be favorites here, despite the lower seed because of an injury to David Simon. But it's a close game. Entering the fourth quarter, we have a tie game. Brooklyn up by 5 with 6 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. Brooklyn up by 7. Joel Bryson, 30 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, 0 rebounds. Greg Coffey, 20 points, 15 rebounds, almost falling out. But it looks like Brooklyn will be making it into the playoffs. They will be playing versus Toronto in the first round. And now New York or Boston, who will be playing against Sacramento for the playoffs. Surprisingly close game. I'll be right back. Huh? Okay, and we are back. Tied game entering the second half. Third quarter. New York is up by 5. Halfway through the fourth. Boston somehow up by 4. No injuries. Trey Pruitt, 40 points, 6 turnovers, 14 for 22 from the field. But can New York pull back into the game? Boston about to pull off a miracle and make the playoffs potentially. Boston up by 5, 58 seconds to go. Curlew, no good on the low post shot. Boston turns the ball over, 24 seconds to go. Pruitt mid-range shot blocked. Kanakis rebound. And looks like New York will be missing the playoffs. And Boston will have a chance to play against Sacramento. Oh, that's just crazy. Boston with a team rating of 25, defeating New York with a team rating of 67. Yeah, somehow New York is in the lottery. Do they even have their own pick? Hey, Breeze. I can check that now. But damn. It's going to be Sacramento versus Boston for the final playoff spot. Moving to halftime. Tied game. 41-41. Simon playing through injury. But it looks like, oh my god, never mind. 17-5 run by Boston in the first half of the fourth quarter. And Boston might just miraculously make the playoffs this way. 79-73. What a run, but also a huge run by Sacramento. Now 50 seconds to go. The game is tied at 82 apiece. 13 firsts and 19 points so far. 18 points, 16 rebounds for Otis Borky. 3 steals as well. For Boston, it's Adok with 20 points, 11 rebounds, 21 points for Nusret Bayrak. And Boston with a 3-point lead firsts and fails to tie the game. 17 seconds to go. Boston is up by 5. 13 firsts misses. Simon with a steal. Sacramento possession. Sinks the first and the second free throw. Sacramento's down by 3. 5 seconds to go. Boston misses the first, sinks the second one. 4-point lead. I think Sacramento will also be upset by Boston, and it's all over. Boston, the 14 seed, has managed to make it into the playoffs. Congratulations to them. And that is huge. Let's post the play-in results. So the 11 and 13 seed will be making it into the lottery. Crazy. Alright, we're not gonna live sim any first or second round games, most likely. So let's see, Miami, Seattle. Miami with a 102-87 win, takes a 1-0 series lead. Boston, OKC. OKC with a 30-point win over Boston, takes a 1-0 series lead. Toronto, Brooklyn, and Toronto wins 110-106. Washington, New Orleans. Let's see, Breeze, are you gonna be able to do it? And you win game 1. 18 team rating. How do you have a team rating of 18? And you win a playoff game. Oh, I guess that's how. A bunch of injuries for Washington, but we'll see. Poddog the third. 20 points from Randy Sroka, Mimica, 23 and 7. Yeah, Pacifico and Jones didn't play for the Monuments, and Hayball got injured. A ton of injuries. So at the moment, only one lower seed has won. Yes, this is your lineup. Let me know if you'd like to make any changes. Yes, of course it's possible. And who's the other one? Him. Okay. Yep. Jobstone. So, game 2. Seattle ties the series 102-83 win. Behind 20 points, 6 runs, and 3 steals from Greg Chapman. Oklahoma City, Boston. And yeah, 2-0 lead for OKC, 117-98. Convincing win here, 23-13 and 1 block from Junior Weidman Jr. Toronto, Brooklyn. Oh. 108-96 Toronto with a 2-0 lead. Behind Guillaume Audays, 24 points, 11 assists, 3 steals. Any injuries on Toronto, or is this their natural? All right, Jackson Kincaid and John Driscoll lowering their team rating, but they're still doing pretty well. And for the final game, and Washington with an 11-point win here. Alexander Jones, 30 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks in the win. All right, 2 tied series and 2 higher seeds going 2-0. Game 3. Seattle takes a 2-1 series lead. JBJ triple double, 19 points, 18 rebounds, 14 assists. Boston somehow surviving, avoiding the sweep. Brad Wilson, 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks in the win. Toronto, yeah, the only sweep really. So Toronto moving on, eliminating Brooklyn. Behind Federico Coldabella's 20 points, 2 blocks, and 4 steals. And now for the Washington-New Orleans series. And the Bayou take a 2-1 lead, 1 win away from the second round. Pod Dog the third, 14 points, 3 blocks, 3 steals. Toronto will be playing Philadelphia in the second round. Now let's see here. Elimination game number 2 in the Miami-Seattle series, right? No, it was 1-1. Okay, this is the first one, and it's over. Seattle 3-1 win over Miami. Andrew Okafor with 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks in the win. OKC Boston, and Boston makes it a 5-game series. Odwak with 22 points, 11 rebounds. Somehow might pull off another upset by Boston, who have already upset New York and Sacramento. And will New York be upsetting Washington? No, not this game at least, as Alexander Jones had 34 points, 16 rebounds, and 3 steals in the 12-point win. Now looking at the playoff, we have 2 series deciding game 5s. Washington and New Orleans being played in Washington, and OKC Boston being played in OKC. So the first deciding game, first quarter, 2-point lead OKC. At halftime, 14-point lead for Oklahoma City. In the third, the lead increases to 21 points, and seemingly all is over for Boston. The miracle run is done. And Anthony Young got injured as well, adding salt injury. So OKC moving on as the 5 seed to play against the Mexico City Aztecs. And now we have, let's watch the game. New Orleans, Washington. Game 5. Will they be able to finish this? End of the first, Washington up by 1. Pacifico Jones playing through injury, and Anthony Hayball got re-injured. Frederick Gisela injured for the Bayou. At halftime, Washington is up by 9, 53-44. Entering the second half, the lead is 13 points now in Washington's favor. Suema, 21 points, double-double for Matia Pacifico, 13 points, 10 assists, and almost a double-double for Alexander Jones, 13 points, 9 rebounds. In the fourth quarter now, halfway through that, 13-point lead yet again for the Monuments. Increases to 50 now, and doesn't look like the Bayou will be able to catch up. And the game is over. Sadly, they weren't able to close off the series in 2 games. 2 opportunities for the Bayou, and no upsets in the first round. So now our second round matchups. Well, one upset actually, but it's not really a big of an upset. 9 seed over the 8 seed, and the regular season record was even. Quick injury check. Philadelphia fully healthy. Toronto with the long-term injuries. Ezekiel Shaw injured for the lowriders. Scott Jones playing through injury for 1 more game. Hayball for 5. His re-injury was patellar tendonitis. Chicago, no injuries. Seattle, Chapman playing through injury for 2 days, 2 games. Mexico City, no injuries. And OKC, no injuries. Right? Let's see the 4-time reigning champs, is it? Or 3-time? 3-time at this point. And Chicago with a 95-72 win. Hatziveretas 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 steals. In the age-old CDLA rivalry, Jedi versus Grady, Mexico City takes a 1-0 lead here. Behind Rogan Jr. 16 points, 2 blocks, and 6 steals. Philly, Toronto. It's going to be Toronto with the 1-0 lead. Coldabella, 26 points, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. Hey Tim, you almost lost. You were down 2-1 in the first round, and we're about to simulate game 1 of the second round. You have a bunch of injuries, by the way. Hayball got re-injured as well. Do you have any lineup changes before game 1? Or should we do it? Alright, no lineup changes. And 120-92 win for the lowriders. 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks for yielded him. Alright. Just let me know if that's a certainty or not. Moving on to game 2. Chicago, Seattle. Alexander Jones got injured again. And Nathan Munnings. This is like the 4th injury for Washington. Jones, patellar tendonitis, and Munnings, fractured hand. No overall drops. Would you like to adjust the playthrough injury? Or just let it be? Washington seems to have taken over New York's curse. Injury curse in the playoffs since New York didn't make it in. So I'm going to simulate Seattle, Chicago, and the rest. No change. All right. 2-0 lead for Chicago. Savchenko, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 4 steals. Mexico City, OKC. And the Sixers tying the series. Anthony Simmons, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks. Now, in the only game 1 upset, and it's also an upsetting game 2. 25 points, 9 assists, and 6 blocks from Coldabella. The 40-something offensive IQ, 42 doesn't matter. He is simply carrying Toronto. And Los Angeles, Washington. Anthony Hayball got re-injured. His 3rd injury in the playoffs. 143-86 a win here. Yielded him 33-7 and 2. Is he going to? That's a good question. He is definitely a free agent. I don't know what his personality is, to be honest. But I feel like he will be. Yep. Testing open free agency. Just a second. Skinuo sam ti već film. Možda ga prebacim na USB.
Da, kad se to radi?
Neki dan kad sam trebao da ću prebaciti. Sad ću na ovaj. Just a second. I gotta help Ubuntu lady with something. So I will shut off my screen for a little bit. But yeah, Washington imploded basically. Sadly. Ne prepoznaje ovaj USB. Okay. Okay. Never mind. We're going back to the playoffs. So I think he might. There's a chance he might. Player personalities. Let's check that out. Bella. Alright, let's get to, okay. I think the foreign market fits them. Yep, they're a foreign market. The market fits. Loyalty, I'm not sure about. They just need a good contract. They'll have market, and I don't know about loyalty, but they should have pitch as well, easy. So these other three shouldn't play a big role. We'll see. It depends how well they pull out their free agency. And only one tied series after the first two games. And only one top 4 seed with a first round playoff bye, not winning a single game. Now let's go back to Chicago-Seattle, game 3, and 3-0 lead for Chicago. Pitala se koliko će trajati, možda jedno još 20-30 minuta. OKC, Mexico City, and Oklahoma City 2-1 series lead. Junior Wideman Jr. 25, 14, and a steal. And will Philly finally be able to do something here? Yes, 4-point win here, 113-109. Abuo, 27 points, 17 rebounds and 3 blocks, and LA up 3-0. About to sweep the Washington Monuments. One of 2 potential sweeps here in the second round. Akiwa Jr., 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 16 assists. All right. So, the first potential sweep, and the result will be a sweep. 129-93 behind Vegaard. Clemenson's 14 points, 16 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Chicago moves on to the semifinals. Mexico City versus OKC. Now let's see Los Angeles, Washington. Quick live sim. There we go. Oh. Yeah, I should have clicked. I misclicked. I wanted to click watch game. Like, I had live sim in my mind. I saw sim game. Yeah, my bad. I wish I could redo it. But that was basically your bench. And Max Koenig. Yeah, Washington really played without 3 of their starters, I think. They did. Ronald Bobo, whose career he saved as well. But yeah, also good job to LA for finally assembling a juggernaut team. So that's the number 1 and number 2 seed moving on to the semifinals without dropping a single game. And the 3 and 4 seeds being down 2-1. Now let's first check out Mexico City versus Oklahoma City. And the Aztecs tie the series, 22 points, 20 rebounds, 4 blocks for Jean Lasme. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Most likely not. Where is he from? Ivory Coast, so I assume that's pronounced French. But I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, I thought it would have some commentators or something, but no.
Of Africa, Import-Gentil, which despite being Gabon's second largest city, is so remote.
Everything is kind of slow.
Basketball was such an afterthought in Port-Gentil that Lasme had to sneak
Lasme, okay. Lasme. And Philly, Toronto. It's going to be another tied series. 2-2 apiece. Well, 2 apiece. 2-2 apiece. No. 19 points, 18 rebounds, and 2 steals for Abuo in the win. Coldebella, 21 points, 5 blocks, and 3 steals. He is playing quite great for a stupid player. Now the home court advantage moving back to the higher seeds. And Mexico City dropping a home game at OKC with a 25-point win. JWJ, 18 points, 16 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Meanwhile in Philadelphia. And Philadelphia does take a 3-2 lead behind Abuo's 28 points, 13 rebounds, and a block. And we're going to have a game 7. 107 to 106, a pretty close game. No clutch plays. Kevin Santa Catarina got injured this game, as well as Connor Bryant for Toronto. Abuo got injured for Philly. He will be playing through injury in game 7. That's very interesting. 32 points from Coldebella, 11 and 10 from Audet, 22 and 14 from Dawson, 25 and 6 from Fabian Mach for Philadelphia. And we're going to live some game 7. Meanwhile, now game 6 being played in Oklahoma. And the Sixers upset the Aztecs, moving on to the semifinals to play against the Chicago Whirlwinds. Liam Weinhaber with 18 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 steals in the win for the 66ers. Yeah, Toronto with major injuries, but also Philadelphia with a very, very big injury to their best player this playoff run. Although their injuries are gone. Just single game injuries. So let's watch the game. End of the first, Philadelphia is up by 3 points. Abuo playing through injury, 5 points, 4 rebounds so far. At halftime, Philly up by 10. But Fabian Mach this time played 14 minutes so far, 13 points scored, 3 for 5 from the field, 7 free throws on 7 free throw attempts, and he goes down to injury. Entering the second half, Toronto reduces the lead to 5 points now. 5 of their players scoring in double digits. Abuo playing through injury, 0 turnovers, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 50% from the field, 1 block and 1 steal. Quite efficient. Halfway through the fourth, Philly is up by 7 points now. Coldebella, 17 points, 7 for 19 from the field. And will Toronto be able to come back into this one? Doesn't look like it. A huge fourth quarter run for the Cheesesteaks. They take a 19-point lead now with 3 minutes to go. The lead now is lowered to 12. 1 minute later, lead is down to 9 points. 40 seconds to go. Roger Gold turns the ball over. Dawson turns it over. Abo 3-pointer. 14 seconds to go. I don't think there's enough time for Toronto to do anything. Anticlimactic finish to game 7. Philly quite injured after this one. And it's going to be only Abo playing through injury for 3 games against Los Angeles in the semifinals. So, Chicago versus Oklahoma City, Los Angeles versus Philadelphia will be the semifinals. Yeah, the recent success. Whoops. They at least, the fact that they made it to the second round was also huge despite those injuries they had, overall dropping injuries. And they put up a very decent fight. Alright. Hey Grady, welcome to the semifinals. Welcome back to the semifinals. Starting with game 1. Hey Pod, right on time. Pod and Grady for their matchup. Yeah, we do have conferences, but it's not conference finals. Alright, game 1. No live sims until maybe game 5 or 6, we'll see. Or game 4 if it's a sweep. Yeah. 23 points, 15 rebounds, 4 blocks for Zhang Xiandao, and the game 1 win for Chicago, 106-89. LA versus an injured Philadelphia team, and 128-90. Akiba Jr. 23 points, 9 assists, and a block. Abo 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Yeah, Zhang versus the team that traded him to Chicago after he left the Mounties. So right now, both the higher seeds have a 1-0 series lead. Game 2. A much closer game, actually. Lance got injured for the Sixers. Herniated disc. 28 points from Weinhaber. Simmons 27 points. Double-double from Whiteman Jr. 23 and 9 from Savchenko. Jung 25 and 14. 7 assists, 3 blocks. Double-double from Clemenson as well. 2 steals and a block as well. As for game 2 and the other semifinals, another close game, but LA takes a 2-0 series lead. John Beck got injured for the cheesesteaks. On the winning side, 25 and 8 from Yildirim, 23 and 8 from Kian Quinkwe, I don't know. Brett Chicolo fouled out after 24 minutes played, scoring 15 points, 5 for 8, shooting from the field. For the cheesesteaks, Umesh 17 points, 17 assists, 17 points, 15 rebounds. Abuo 23, 5 rebounds, 5 turnovers. Fabian Mach. Alright, LA up 2-0, Chicago up 2-0. Game 3, let's watch. Just quickly go through these games. Might have some interesting ones. Now OKC playing at home. At halftime, they are up by 5 against Chicago. Up by 16 now. Damn, the Sixers have a 16-point lead. 19.7 rebounds from Liam. 17 and 7 from Simmons. Whiteman Jr. 14 points, 15 rebounds, 4 blocks. Two blocks for Liam as well. Let's see, halfway through the fourth, and it's a 15-10 run for Chicago. Lead is down to 11 points. 3 minutes later, lead is now up to 16. Back to 16. Winehaver. And it looks like Chicago has given up this game and will at least have lost one game these playoffs. 14 points, 22 rebounds for Weidman Jr., 9 offensive rebounds. Pretty crazy. Good job, Oklahoma City. As for Los Angeles, very high scoring first quarter. And Ozzy Vuko now got injured for Philadelphia. Another injury. And oh my goodness, 76-74 first half. Philly up by 2. 92. Oh, sorry Grady, I forgot to enable those. I'll redeem that for you as soon as I activate it.
If you sleep, you take an L.
And the fourth quarter, halfway through, tied game. 35 and 7 from Yildirim, 25-13 from Abu, 25 from Roger Gold. 3 minutes later, Philly up by 1. Yildirim misses the 3. 4-point lead for Philly. Abu 3-pointer. Shot rims out. 122-118 scoreline right now. Abu 3-point attempt. Bricks it. 40 seconds to go.
I have 200 of these still. Suck it Chicago, 66 as champs.
Champs. Shabo 3-pointer no good. Fully up by 4, still killer rebound. Can LA do anything? No, doesn't seem like it. And the series, the higher seed loses this one as well. So both series are now at 2-1. Back to Chicago, KC under the first. The Sixers up by 8. Solid team effort, whereas Chicago is struggling somewhat. At halftime, 10-point lead for the Sixers. Under the third, and Chicago's back in the game. 34-24 third quarter, and the game is all tied, 89-89. Halfway through the fourth, and a 17. These are the true fun. 17-8 run by Chicago.
These are the true finals.
35 points from Savchenko along with 11 rebounds and 6 assists. And it doesn't look like OKC will be catching back up. In the end, Chicago takes a 3-1 series lead, 119-102. Alright, sorry. Brief interruption. So back to LA, Philadelphia. Yeah, high scoring first quarter this time only for LA. Philly down by 13. Although the lead is now down to 9 points. And back to 12, entering the fourth, halfway through the fourth. Oh my goodness. 18-8 run by Philly, and they're fully back in the game now. And they're not now. 3 minutes later, LA still maintains the lead. 1 minute later, 108-102, shot 3-point attempt, no good. 108-104, Akio Jr. mid-range shot attempt, no good. Philly yeah, Philly rebound. Conte shot at the rim and laid it down to 2 points yet again. 21 seconds to go. Brett Chicolo shot at the rim. Lap is good. 110 to 106. Non-shooting foul on Shaw. Abo 3-point attempt and it's good. Philly only down by 1 at this point. 9 seconds to go. Foul on Conte and 2 free throws for Akio Jr., who sinks the first but misses the second. 4 seconds on the game clock. LA's up by 2. Who's going to grab the rebound? Ma grabs the rebound. Philly possession. They're down by 2. 4 seconds to go. Abo shot at the rim to tie the game, send it to overtime, and it's good. 111 to 111. And we're going to have overtime. Good, good, good. Let's skip through the first 3 minutes of overtime. And 154 to go. Philly up by 2, 121 to 118. Let's skip a little bit through this 4th minute of overtime. Abo 3-point attempt, no good. Chicolo rebound. LA possession. 2 free throws for Yildirim. Roger Gold has fouled out. And Yildirim misses the first but sinks the second free throw, and it's going to be a tied game right now. 121 to 121. Philly possession. 41 seconds to go. Machlopo shot and 2 free throws. Sinks the first and the second. 123 to 121. Timeout LA. Ezekiel Shalopo shot. 16 seconds to go. No good. Manu offensive rebound. LA maintains the possession. Shaw 3-point attempt for the lead, but the shot rims out. You let him off. Another offensive rebound for the lowriders. Another foul on Abuo. 2 free throws for Monu. Monu misses the first. Oh my goodness, he misses the first. He cannot tie the game now. Sinks the second. LA is down by 1. They need a quick foul right now. And a quick foul is going to be Manu fouling Fabian Mach. 2 free throws for him. He makes it a 2-point lead with his first free throw and 3-point lead for Philly with his second free throw. 125 to 122. LA possession, but Womesh steals the ball and seals the win. The overtime win for Philadelphia. 125 to 122. Series tied. Pretty hype series, I gotta say. And we're back to Chicago OKC. Out of the first, Chicago's up by 4. Up by 19 now. Yeah, it doesn't look very hopeful for the 66ers. But Weinhaber got injured and they're back in the game. Down only by 10. 6 minutes to go. Down by 12 at this point. And 14. Yeah, it's not going to happen. And Chicago moves on to their 4th finals in a row. OKC dropping out on semifinals, but it's going to look good on their recent success score. Now, who will Chicago be meeting in the finals? Philly or Los Angeles? The series has moved back to Los Angeles for their home court advantage. End of the first, 2-point lead, lowriders. 49 to 43 at halftime. Completely different from the past 2 or 3 games that we have seen. And yeah, 38 to 27 third quarter. Big third quarter in LA's favor. 87 to 70 now. And yeah, not good. 3-2 series lead for Los Angeles. 112 to 86. Win in game 5. Keon 23 points, double for Shaw. 17, 7 and 4 for Yildirim. Now will we have another game 7 for Philadelphia? Six-point lead for LA at the end of the first. And yikes. 64 to 46 at halftime. 18-point lead for LA. End of the third. 101 to 88. 6 minutes to go in the fourth. And it looks like Los Angeles will be making the finals for the first time since 2035. 2035, I believe, or 2036. I'll have to check. But yielded him in the win, 27 points, 13 rebounds, 2 steals and a block, 24 points from Monu, 18 and 11 from Marcus Kelly off the bench. For Philly, Umesh 14 and 10, double Abuo, 10 points, 14 rebounds, 20 from Fabian Ma. Good job, LA. So their first finals appearance since yeah, 2037, when they had 3 in a row back during the Malaric Darko days. Those were some Darko days for LA. All right, game 1 of the finals. Any injuries? No. Chicago with the home court advantage and the much higher team rating. Out of the first, Chicago's up by 9, 27-16. At halftime, 51-36. Savchenko 15 points, 12 from Hatzveretas, Akers 10 for LA. It's yielded him with 11 points, 1.7 rebounds from Monu. Not much else noteworthy. As Chicago is looking to secure a 1-0 lead here in the finals. Yep. No chance in game 1. Savchenko 25 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists in the win. 21 points from Hatzveretas. Jung 12 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds along with 2 blocks. And Chicago takes a 1-0 series lead. Now as for game 2, I'll just wait for
GGS pod GGS pod GGS pod bob blah 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 blah.
Now that the bot got that out of his system, out of the first, and damn, LA had a 12-13 point lead, and all of a sudden they're down by 2. You let him 0 points. 20 points from Hatzveretas. The next highest is 4 by Clemenson. But at halftime, Chicago continues struggling and LA takes the lead 58-53 in the second half of the game. 1 point lead for LA, 88-87, 9 points from Ildinim, 12 from Shaw, 19 from Akiba Jr., and 13 off the bench from Brett Chicolo. Hatzveretas 28 points, 5 steals, and 2 rebounds, keeping them in the game. Savchenko 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 14 and 7 from Zhang Xiandao. Final quarter of the game, LA is up by 7, 109-102. 2:43 to go. LA up 117-111. 33 points from Hatzveretas, Clemenson 12, 19 and 8 rebounds from Savchenko and 7 assists. 9 points, 12 rebounds. Yielded him really struggling from the field. But there's Shaw, there's Chiquillo off the bench, there's Akiba Jr. to pick up the slack. 1:29 to go. Shaw 3-point attempt blocked by Hatzveretas. Clemenson rebound. Hatzveretas sinks the 3-pointer. The lead is down to 5 points now. Yielded him 3-point attempt, no good. Clemenson rebound. Hatzveretas another 3-point attempt, no good. He's got 39 points so far. But an offensive rebound for the Whirlwinds. However, Savchenko turns it over, 59 seconds to go. But Montez Guillen steals the ball off Monu 21 seconds later. And a timeout for Chicago. Mid-range shot attempt by Savchenko gets fouled. Sinks the first and the second, and the lead is down to 3. 31 seconds on the game clock. Never mind, 15 seconds down the game clock. Akiba Jr. tries to increase the lead to 5, and it's good. Jung Lopo's shot gets fouled 2 free throws for him. Sinks the first, makes the second. 124 to 121. LA possession. A quick foul on Akiwa Jr., who makes both free throws, makes it a 5-point lead yet again. Akers low post shot, and it's good. Chicago is down by 3 yet again. Sochenko fouling Monu. Monu makes the first, maybe misses the second. No, makes the second as well. 5-point lead yet again. 6 seconds on the game clock. 3-pointer by Sochenko to cut the lead down to 2. No good. Yielded him rebound. And a quick foul on Yielded him, who makes the first, misses the second, makes the clock run out. 3-pointer by Akers is good at the buzzer, but it's not good enough. LA takes the win here in game 2, 129 to 126. And steals home court advantage from Chicago as the series now moves to Los Angeles. Hatzivedas 39 points in the loss, almost a triple-double and almost a double-double for Savchenko with 21 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. For the winning side, Akiwa Jr. 25 and 7. Yielded him 10 points, 13 rebounds, double-double. Monu 17 points. 20 from Shaw, Kwankwe 16, and Chiquillo 17 off the bench. All right, game 3. I know the first, and damn, Chicago making a statement here, 46 to 28. Sochenko 17 points. But LA pulls off not quite a complete comeback, but they're back in the game. At least only down by 8 points now. 70 to 62 in Chicago's favor. Under the third. And Chicago has an 11-point lead. Savchenko 26 points. Yielded him 18 and 7. Shaw 14 points. Halfway through the fourth. Yeah, still a double-digit lead for Chicago. Not anymore. 2:49 to go. Yielded him shot at the rim is good. Lead is down to 6. 1 minute later, still a 6-point lead for Chicago. Keb Howard, shot at the rim, misses the layup. Chiquillo rebound, maintains possession for Los Angeles. Shaw, 3-point attempt, bricks it. Clemenson rebound, but turns it over. 1:06 to go, but Howard turns it over 4 seconds later as well. Eustace, slow post shot, 38 seconds to go, but blocked by Howard. You'll let him 3-point shot attempt, and it's good. LA down by 3, 26 seconds to go. Foul on Olendirim, and another foul on him. That's his second. He's only 2 fouls. 2 free throws for Clemenson, who makes the first and the second. Taz steals the ball off of Chiquillo and gets fouled by Marcer gets fouled by Chiquillo. Marcer makes both free throws. Yildirim 3-point attempt, no good this time, and Chicago will be taking a 2-1 series lead. Could have seen a repeat of the final minute from game 2, but no. Yildirim ended up having a double-double, 31 points, 10 rebounds in the loss. Savchenko 29 points, 9 rebounds on the winning side. Alright. Game 4 time. Time for game 4. However you want to phrase it. I appear to be having some pings. Oh, damn. Alright. Back to the stream. Game 4. First quarter. Oof. Basically a mirror of what happened last game. Now a 45 to 28 lead in the lowriders' favor. At halftime, it's a 25-point lead. 20 points from Yildirim, 16 from Akio Jr., Kwankwe with 12, Savchenko with 17 points. No one else on the starting lineup scoring in double digits for Chicago. 27-point lead in the third, but oh my god, 25-8 run in the fourth quarter for Chicago. LA absolutely crumbling now. 3 minutes later, the lead is still 9 points, 10 points. At least they're maintaining the lead. Chicago can't quite get closer. And that's the end of the game. A valiant fourth quarter effort by Chicago, but it was not enough. 45 points from Savchenko. But that first 2 quarters, the first half of the game was so one-sided in Los Angeles' favor. Yildirim, 28.7 rebounds in the win. 21 from Quenque. Akiwa Jr., 20 points, 10 assists. 16 from Chiquillo off the bench. And the series is tied. I think this is the first, yeah. Okay, not the first finals loss for this Chicago team, but the first time they lost more than one. So at this point, they lost more games in these finals than in the past 3 combined. We'll see how it goes from here. Under the first, Los Angeles is up by 1. Yildirim 9 points, Monu 2. Yeah, let's not get too much into it. Savchenko's 16 points, keeping Chicago alive. At halftime, Chicago takes the lead, 60-57. Quite a lot more free throws for LA than Chicago, but they're shooting way worse for 26% compared to 33. Although it's not that big a difference, like 5 for 19, 6 for 18. 2 threes. Swing. Anyways, entering the second half of the game, Chicago makes it a 12-point lead at this point. 27 points from Hatziveretas at this time taking over. 19 points, 13 rebounds for Savchenko. For Los Angeles, Yildirim 18 points, 4 rebounds, and not much else from the others. It is now a 22-point lead, and it looks very clear that Chicago is going to be taking a 3-2 series lead. In the end, not close at all. 127-98. And Chicago's favor. 41 points in the end for Hatziveretas. All right. Quick interruption. I'll just have to. Well, I can't do it without making it seem like I'm rigging. So I'm gonna after the finals are done. Such a small. So let's just go to game 6. And damn, 18-point lead. They really want this 4-peat. Let's just let this play out. 96-82, game 6 of the 2058 finals. LA seemingly coming back into this one. Leads down to 8, down to 5, now down to 2. Oh my goodness. 2 minutes 13 seconds to go. I thought it was all over. I really thought it was all over. The layup is good, and a foul. Mamonu, fouled by Jung, makes the free throw. Lead is down to 1 point. Now Savchenko 3-pointer, good. 4-point lead Chicago. Mid-range shot, good by Yildirim. Hatziveretas, good on the layup as well. No one can miss at this point. Mono 3-pointer, and I jinxed it. Akers rebound, Chicago possession, a 3-pointer. 3-point attempt by Hatziretas does not go in. LA down by 4. Shot at the rim by Shaw's shot rolls out of the rim. Guillen mid-range shot for Chicago, no good either. Shaw rebound, LA possession. Akio Jr. 3-point attempt, and it's good. 105 to 104. LA still down by 1. Chung turns the ball over. 101 to go. Yildirim mid-range shot for the lead, and it's good. 43 seconds in the game. LA has their first lead of the game. 106 to 105. Hatziretas shot at the rim to take back the lead. He slams it home, and Chicago is up by 1. Notching foul on Savchenko with 18 seconds on the game clock. Mono 3-point attempt, 9 seconds to go for the lead, for the 2-point lead, and it's good. 102 to 107. So Chicago can either tie it or try and risk it for the win. And Patrick Akers with 4 seconds on the game clock is going to try and win it, but it's no good. Who's going to grab the rebound? LA grabs the rebound. Ezekiel Shaw gets passes it to Yildirim, who gets fouled by Savchenko. 2 free throws for him. What a crazy comeback here. Savchenko has fouled out. Quinkwe is in. Chiquillo is in for Kelly. Clemenson is in for Savchenko, is fouled out. Yildirim makes the first free throw. It gives Los Angeles a 3-point lead. Will he make the second? Nah, he misses the second one. Chicago can still tie the game, send it to overtime. Hatziretas grabs the rebound. Clemenson, 2 seconds to go. 3-pointer to tie it, and it's good. 110 to 110. Shot at the buzzer at 3-pointer. You don't even need 3 points, but it's no good, and we're going to have overtime. Game 6. What a crazy game. Let's just let it play out a little bit. 3-point lead. Yeah. 3 minutes to go. Chicago with the lead. 2 minutes to go. Can LA come back into this one? 1:30 to go. Chicago's up by 7 now. Up by 5. Akers turns it over. 34 seconds to go. Yildirim 3-pointer. No good. Hatziretas defensive rebound. Clemenson slams it home and 1, and that's gonna be it. Overtime win, and the Whirlwinds survive an overtime scare by LA. Definitely a series worthy of it, of 7 games, but ends in 6. 124, 116 in the end after a great effort. But damn, what a crazy 3-pointer with 2 seconds, forcing overtime by Clemenson. Savchenko 26, 10 and 10 assists, 9 rebounds, almost a triple-double. Hatziretas 32 points. Clemenson had only 15 points, and that was its only 3-pointer of the game. Yildirim 32 points, 8 rebounds for the losing side. 15 from Akio Jr. and Chiquillo, 15 points. And congrats to Chicago and Podfog on their 4th title in a row and the 2nd 4-peat in league history. I believe they've also accomplished a double. Yeah, they won the Copa, I believe. So congrats. That was a crazy game 6. I really thought they would pull it off. Alright, now we have to do the draft lottery. New season summary. Ah, okay, that's nice. That's new. Or is it? Let's see. Eric Larson retires as a Hall of Famer. Juan Gomez, Hall of Famer. Jonathan Alvarez, Hall of Famer. And Christian Eriksen, Hall of Famer. Ryan Shelley. That's Luke. The Hall of Fame formula change. Luca Fences, also a Hall of Famer. Damn. No, it didn't change. They just were that successful. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Hall of Famers. Yeah, you won. it was a very intense game 6. Overtime. Clemenson forcing overtime with 2 seconds to go. Sean Lawrence staying strong indeed, but damn, 6 Hall of Famers. That's crazy. I think that's the most in a year we've had. Previous highest was 4, I believe. Savchenko winning Finals MVP, averaging 27.5, 10.5, and 6.3 assists. That's 0.3 rebounds assists, by the way. And moving on to the draft lottery. Damn. New York in the lottery. Oh, but not with their own pick. So Brooklyn gets a lotto pick. Let's see if there's any pick protections. 2058, no. No lottery for the Bayou, indeed. So, the Gold Rush get pick number 8. Pick number 7 goes to Brooklyn from New York. And, so unlucky. Them, I'm sorry. Washington gets pick number 6, falling from the second highest odds with that Dallas pick. Pick number 5 going to New York from the Mounties. Pick number 4 going to Vegas. So Brooklyn jumped into the top 3 with the Austin pick, and Memphis jumped into the top 3 along with Hawaii. I don't think Hawaii ever had a number 1 pick. Maybe that changes this year. Let's see. Nope, not this year. So either Brooklyn or Memphis will have number 1, and it's going to be Brooklyn. Brooklyn gets number 1, Memphis number 2, Hawaii number 3. Congrats to you guys. Let's post the screenshot here as well. $20.58. There we go. Let's prepare the export.